It's definitely is spring. It's time to trim up the hedges. But I had a thought. I had a thought process, and y'all bear with me for real, for real. It's amazing that I have not trimmed these bushes in quite some time. I have a boxwood right here. It's time to trim. I gotta shape everything up. They are, I don't know. Y'all bear with me. So this is my thought process. I shape these hedges right now. This is not nothing braggadocious for me because I feel like they are not well manicured right now because I normally manicure them a whole lot better than this. Right now they are really growing. But as I grow and I develop as a grower, it's like, man, I'm holding it back from its potential. By me trimming it, I'm conforming it to be what I envision. And that may not be the best that this or these plants can be. So I'm just I'm just saying it's amazing that because I prune these and trim these on a regular basis, they stay conformed. But then, hold on for 1 minute. Let me go to another section where I don't prune that often and watch what they do. So this section, this is my first time pruning these bushes down. And I trimmed them all the way down to the ground, to like the root. And look how they are just growing all over the place. They just spreading. It's new growth all over the place. It's not even time and the season for these things to bloom, and already they welcoming the bees and the hummingbirds, because that's the reason why I planted this salvia. This is purple salvia, Mexican purple salvia. But look at those in the back. They're already blooming. They're already inviting. Once again, I had those hedges where I keep those trim on a regular basis, and they always seem to conform and to maintain the shape. But then now these that I don't routinely trim, they're growing all over the place. That resistance, you know what? It's a lot about our lives. When you keep things kind of maintained and controlled, you don't really reach out. You don't really just kind of expand in your life. You don't really just try to reach your full potential. When it's a control, everything is maintained and happy. Everything is in your scope or your world. But then if you're able to just kind of just, you don't have no resource, you don't have no nothing, you're back up against the wall, you're growing wildly, you just doing your thing, and then somebody cuts off your resources, you just get bananas, man. You just grow and you grow and you grow and you grow and you get aggressive. It just makes me think about life. It makes me think about a lot of different things about, are we really reaching our full potential if we doing the same thing every day? We maintaining, we being trimmed, we being pruned, we been like, this is the way you grow, this is the way that you are supposed to be structured. Are you really tapping into your gifts, your purpose? Are you really allowing your challenges to change your perspective? Which brings me to this next plant, alocasia. Alocasia is starting to come alive. Alocasia looks real rough. Typically, banana trees look like this and alocasia looks like this. But now it's that season where it's starting to grow and starting to develop. We had a nice tropical storm to come through, and we had an emergency in the garden. I had to cut that allocation. I had to cut the big portion of that allocation. The allocation reached up all the way up to about 8 to 9 feet. That allocation was about right here. And I had to cut that off because of that tropical storm. It washed away its root system. So what I did, I cut it and I placed the root back into the ground. Now look at this. We're going to update, but some tell me, based on my historical knowledge and growing allocation, it's going to reach heights to back up to 6 to 7 feet. So is life. Sometimes we are ripped, we are taken, we lose everything. But just because we lose everything don't mean that hope is gone. We still got that opportunity to grow, develop, but with that knowledge that we have obtained from our past, we can spread. We can just keep spreading and grow aggressive. But if we are in an environment where everything is perfect, everything is trimmed and maintained, it's like them hedges. If you're in your life where you are developed, maintained, organized, trimmed, fed, everything is good for you, then you kind of reach for conformity. But what happens, the question is, what happens when you don't have the answers? You don't have that comfort zone. You don't have that ability to be groomed and maintained. What do you do from there? All that's left is to grow. Grow, y'all. So, whatever your situation, whatever you're going through, make sure you grow. Don't let nothing stop you from reaching your full potential.